Hallo und willkommen zu Lone Star. Wir spielen Return to Monkey Island. Wir müssen Carla den Vergebungsfrosch schreiben. Oder beziehungsweise auf den schreiben und ihr dann geben. Aber ich weiß nicht was.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Vielleicht gibt es da auch irgendwo einen Hinweis noch.
I value that you are dedicated to dedication. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
Jetzt haben wir zwei Sachen geändert. War vielleicht nicht so gut, wir hätten nur eins ändern sollen. Mal gucken, was sie sagt.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Wie meint sie denn das jetzt? Und wieso muss ich dauernd auf den armen Frosch schreiben? Kann man das irgendwie rausfinden? Oder muss man das raten?
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize that you are tough on toughness. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
Okay, das klingt doch jetzt ganz gut, oder nicht?
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Eieiei.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize that you are tough on toughness. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology.
Ja, das wird wohl nix bringen, even so it wasn't really my fault.
You scare the heck out of me. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Also das gefällt ihr auch nicht. Sie sagt immer dasselbe.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Lassen wir das mal hier bei Tough on
I
Toughness.
realize that you are tough on toughness. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology.
Das Einzige, was wir noch nicht ausprobiert haben, ist das.
Even though it wasn't really my fault. This is for you.
Dear Carla, not really your fault? This isn't an apology. It's an excuse. I reject your frog.
Okay.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Also ist das letzte wohl das andere gewesen. Was brauchen wir dann?
I
Kino.
appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
So, jetzt aber.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Ah ja. Na dann.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Das wird wohl wieder nichts. Vermutlich schmeißen wir das einfach in den Topf rein, weil da Ingredients drin sind.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Können wir uns noch ein Buch ausleihen?
Can I borrow this book?
One book at a time. I only trust you so far.
Okay. Aber wir wissen dann immer noch nicht das Rezept.
Jahre.
Das ist noch eine Karte? Anscheinend nicht. Ah, hier die Umrisse.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I have a great sense of humor, and I like long walks on the beach.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh. How's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
My stomach feels like it's full of cannonballs and splintered rowboats.
Good news. I have a cookbook. I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush.
Ah, es liest er. Haben wir das Stück?
I carved it off the cook's mop handle. Good times.
Sehr gut.
It's Carla's
Brilliant
copy of
innovation.
Ingredients by Barbie LaFleur.
Der macht also jetzt alle Gerichte. Aber das kann man sicher alles nicht essen.
This will be
I remember
excellent.
that stench as if it were yesterday. Busy?
Yep.
Okay. See you around.
Dann lassen wir den mal
Now,
kochen.
where...
Halt, wir brauchen eine Karte. Wir haben jetzt das Stück Holz.
Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
10 minutes later.
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally.
Schauen wir uns doch mal an. The Mob Tree. Ich glaube, da geht's schneller in den Wald.
I think it's a chandelier. Looks sort of like an eye.
Oder ein Hintern. Gehen wir erstmal zum Museum. Schauen wir mal, ob offen ist.
Hi there. Welcome to the Mêlée Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks?
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Mêlée Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Authenticity is our watchword and our pledge. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
That's the note LeChuck left when he kidnapped Elaine.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Was haben wir hier?
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Mêlée jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from
Spoiler
mug to
alert.
mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Das Plakat kennen wir auch noch.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy number 1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine. What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, That's the reason she's no longer with us.
Polly?
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
Ah, das brauchen
Supposedly,
wir.
it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
Vielleicht macht sich das so ein bisschen lustig drüber, dass man irgendwie nur so ein iPad braucht und schon nicht mehr erkannt wird.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
Dann lesen wir das mal.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Okay. Wir können es nicht lesen.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, armer Guybrush.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Tell me again about the plank.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
That's a nice oar.
The one with the coffin, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town, but I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Ja, das sind alles Sachen aus den früheren Teilen.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Mêlée.
Können wir die Scheibe einschlagen? Nee. Hilft nichts.
The display case is locked.
Wir haben auch keinen Schlüssel, der passt.
It doesn't fit.
What? Is something wrong?
Well, I was just wiping a smudge off the glass.
Oh, all right. But be careful. Guard parrots are attack trained.
It's good for relieving stress.
Gibt's hier noch irgendwas? Ein Lagerraum. Er ist nicht sehr gut gezimmert hier, da gucken die Nägel überall raus, bleibt man dann hängen. Trivia Card. Parrot Food.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
Ah,
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
na dann. Cracker.
It doesn't seem interested. Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that?
Nice.
Ja, reden wir doch mal mit ihm, dass wir zum Secret of Monkey Island wollen.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro! If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Ja, das bringt mir jetzt noch nichts. Wir haben jetzt was für einen Papagei, aber der will nicht. Wir bekommen das Schloss nicht auf, wir können es auch nicht lesen.
It makes things look bigger. There's some very tiny writing on it. Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Es wäre auch zweimal das gleiche Rätsel, vermutlich nicht. Dann kommen wir da erstmal nicht weiter.
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Dann gehen wir doch mal in den Wald. Also, an der Pflanze rechts, dann zu den Pilzen und nochmal Pflanze. Pflanze. Pilze. Nochmal Pflanze. Pilze, Pflanze, Blume.
Purple flowers. These must be lavender. Or
Oh, das habe ich unterbrochen. Pilze, Blume. Pilze, Blume, Pilze.
I guess I lost my way.
Ah! No! Also. Ah, zurück. Da ist der richtige. Also. Pflanze, Pilze. Ah, hier zweimal Pilze. Pflanze, Pilze, Pilze. Dann Pflanze, Pilze. Wo waren wir jetzt? Hier. Dann kommt jetzt Blume, Pilze.
Ooh, purple flowers. These must be catmint, or wisteria, or sweet rocket.
Ja, dann hätten wir jetzt dort sein sollen. Da steht Westen. Ach, oder nee, Wolli, oder? Ja, das ist schlecht.
I guess I lost my way.
Versuchen wir es nochmal. Benutzen können wir es aber nicht. Also, fleischfressende Pflanze. Und danach der Pilz.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. Ah.
Okay, das stimmt. Jetzt müssen wir die Pilze entlang gehen.
Ah.
Pilze, Blume passt. Jetzt fleischfressende Pflanze nach Blume.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous.
Jetzt von Pilz nach Pilz. Ich hätte das mehrmals falsch gemacht jetzt. Unglaublich.
Ew.
Pilz nach Pilz. Jetzt kommt Blume, fleischfressende Pflanze. Blume, fleischfressende Pflanze. Und Pilz. Sehr schön. Das muss es sein. Was machen die ganzen Viecher hier?
Mind your mama, little prickly kids. Hey, little fella. It's like there's a welcoming committee. Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Mêlée Island mop handle tree. The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Mêlée Island mop handle tree.
Several hours later. Das ist ja übel. Ich hab's befürchtet, dass er jetzt den ganzen Baum wegschnitzt, damit er den einen Stab hat, anstatt dass er sich einen Ast abschneidet. Shivering birds.
It's probably time for them to fly south. Hey, little dear.
Das Eichhörnchen brennt der Schwanz.
Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I'll take a shortcut back.
Many hours later. Ist ja übel.
I carved it myself. I made him up. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
Dann brauchen wir als nächstes den Eyepatch. Wie wir da in das Schloss reinkommen, das überlegen wir uns jetzt nicht mehr. Machen wir an dieser Stelle lieber erstmal ein kleines Päuschen. Und ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal.